When was the last time you opened up TikTok and saw someone living their best life in Bali, the Maldives, or heck, even in Dubai? Well, I know for sure it happens daily to me. But then you're sitting there like, what does this guy do for a living? Because obviously you want that lifestyle as well. Now, what if I told you that having financial independence is nothing about luck or inheriting money? But the truth is, anyone can become financially independent. If that sounds interesting to you, then listen up. Becoming financial independent takes a lot of hard work. But not just that. Before I tell you how to actually achieve financial freedom, make sure to subscribe to be in the top 1%. To start understanding money, how to make and manage it, and how to invest, you should start by getting the books Rich Dad Poor Dad, Think and Grow Rich, Atomic Habits, and The Intelligent Investor. These will allow you to learn a lot of helpful things to become financially independent. Now, let's go over different ways of reaching financial independence. There are two main ways. The first one is the one influencers on TikTok and Instagram like to promote. I'm talking about the whole concept of making money online. Everyone loves the idea of being able to make $10,000 a month online and being able to work from anywhere. But almost no one is actually ready to put in the work. However, since you're watching this video, I'm guessing you are. If you are not interested in making money online and want to become financially independent in other ways, there is a solution for you too. So stick around to learn how. Now on making money online. The first and most important thing is obviously to start and not procrastinate. But if you don't know what to start, then stick around until the end and watch the recommended video. It should help you get started. However, if you do know what to start, great! Now you have to put in the hours every day. Learn from your mistakes, improve as you go on, because hard work isn't everything. Imagine a guy works really hard every single day digging for gold. We'll call him Bill. Bill spends 10 hours a day digging for gold, and he thinks he deserves to find some after all the hard work he has put in. But you want to know where he digs? In a field behind his apartment. Of course, Bill didn't find any gold. He didn't dig in the right place, and neither did he try anything different. Now, say we have a guy named McGill. He tries to dig for gold in many different places. He does research on where it's most commonly found and tools to find it. It doesn't take long until McGill finds some gold. Same goes with making money online. Drop shipping, for example. It can be profitable, but it's very saturated and definitely not the best way to make money online. A Bill guy would give drop shipping everything, just pouring money into ads on new products, losing thousands. Sure, drop shipping can work, but you have to be a McGill guy to make it work. Try products that solve a problem, try different ad formats, ask successful dropshippers for tips. Just don't keep repeating the same mistakes over and over again. Now, if you don't want to work online, you don't have to. The second way to reach financial independence is as follows. This approach to financial independence takes a little bit more time. To make this work, you will need a stable income. However, you don't necessarily need a lot of money saved up. So I do recommend trying to make money online or start a business first. But if you have a high-paying job, then you can take money out of there, invest it into the stock market and real estate. Now I know you're thinking, how can I start doing real estate if I don't have enough money to buy a piece of real estate? That's when this guy comes in. You might have heard of him. His name is Robert Kiyosaki. What he does is that he takes loans from banks, buys assets, and those assets partially pay back the loan and partially pays him. For example, a guy named David walks into a bank and takes out a loan of $200,000. He then uses that $200,000 to buy a piece of real estate. Say he has to pay back the loan in 20 years. Then he would pay back about $800 to $1,000 a month. But the person he rents out the apartment to pays him about $1,500 to $2,000 to live there. Now, of course, anyone can't take a loan of $2,000 just like that. But if you have an income and tell the bank that you will use the loan to buy real estate, which will increase your income, I don't see why it wouldn't get accepted. Robert Kiyosaki is in $1.2 billion of debt, so he most likely owns a lot of real estate, paying him millions every month. If you repeat this process until you have maybe 5 to 10 pieces of real estate, you would be financially independent. When all the debt is paid off, you will own multiple pieces of real estate. Your net worth will be at least a few million. Once you don't have to pay back the bank monthly, you will make twice as much money, plus you own all the real estate. At this point, you will never have to work a day in your life again. Sounds pretty awesome, right? Now to stock market investing. To reach financial independence in the stock market, you will have to have patience. It requires you to invest a portion of your income every month into preferably an index fund like the S&P 500. The S&P 500 has an average yearly growth of 10%. You can use an online investment calculator to figure out how much you will have after 10, 20, or even 30 years, depending on how long you want to invest and how much you invest. Once you have about $1 million invested, the 4% rule allows you to live on $40,000 yearly. The 4% rule says that you should comfortably be able to live on 4% of your investment portfolio. If you have $2 million invested, you can live off $80,000 yearly and so on. How much you need to make on that 4% depends on how much you want to enjoy life or where you want to live. If you live on $40,000 a year in Thailand, for example, you can live a way better life than if you were to live in a regular American town. So if you want to achieve financial independence as fast as possible and make sure you keep it, this is how I do it. Start an online side hustle. Put all your free time into it and work really hard on it. Learn from your mistakes and improve as you go on. Keep working your job if you have one. When you're making money from it, you can quit your job or school and go all in on the side hustle. Invest as much as possible, preferably more than 80% if you're making over $10,000 a month. If you can show the bank that you can pay back a loan, then take loans and buy real estate. Once you're at $1 million in your investments portfolio, the 4% rule allows you to freely live and do exactly what you want on $40,000 a year. But I wouldn't stop there. To reach extreme financial independence, which is where you make millions and you can do exactly whatever you feel like, you can't really ever stop working. But living like that isn't just financial independence. It's being wealthy. It's up to you where you want to stop and enjoy life.